Well, hey, today we're going to our ACE correspondent to interview a couple about their faith in God. They followed Jesus as master in their lives and have got to be a part of some amazing things. Wait, what did you say? What does it mean to follow Jesus as master? Mel, what do you think? Oh, this is some pretty good responses. How about somebody else? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It means that Jesus is Lord and King. Yeah. He's the boss. Like he's in charge of all things, and directs our lives. Yeah. So they trusted in God and that he was in charge, and the Holy Spirit inspired this couple to jump into whatever he put in their path. Well, let's get over to them and get on with the interview.
Today we are going to meet the two people named Priscilla and Aquila. Because Priscilla and Aquila trusted that God was in charge, the Holy Spirit inspired this couple to jump in whatever he put in their path. Let's get started. Hi, I'm so glad you could come by.
Aw, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Well, so you must be exhausted from all your travels. Where are you going?
Well, right now we're not actually going anywhere, but
we are totally exhausted.
For sure.
Should be very
Long
exhausted.
Yes. But we are always ready to go wherever the Lord might lead us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our story started in Rome, and that's where we used to live and have our business and everything. But the Roman emperor kicked us out. He kicked all the Jews out of Rome, and so we had to move. And it was pretty sad. But learning that that Jesus is our master, we knew that we could trust him in that process.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
And so, wow, that is a lot of news. That is a total surprise. But where did you go?
Yeah, it was a surprise.
Yeah, we were quite surprised. It was pretty tough, but we actually went to a town named Corinth, and we went there, and to make money, we decided to make tents.
Which is what we did in Rome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we were making tents for people to either live in, or people would use our tents to set up at the market to sell things.
Oh, that seems like an awesome job.
Yeah, and we actually met a person there. You guys might have met him before. His name is Paul.
Oh, I know him.
Okay, and Paul was there, and he decided to help us build these tents.
Oh, wow.
And he also preached about Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he grew up building tents, so it was a really good fit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened?
Well, some people rejected the gospel, and it really discouraged Paul. But God spoke to him and reminded him that that Jesus is master and that God was in charge, and that even though things were tough and it wasn't the way we wanted it, that God was still in charge.
Yeah.
And he was kind of still leading us to do what he wanted us to do, but just in a different way. So Paul didn't need to fear because God was in control. God had a plan as he promised. And yeah, it was really great. So Paul didn't need to fear. And he chose not to, even though there was a lot of stuff that took place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the church in Corinth, I've heard of it. The Bible has two letters Paul wrote to the Corinthians. So what happened next?
Well, actually, Paul decided to go to Ephesus.
Oh.
And he wanted us to go with him. And we agreed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that God was calling us to follow his plan.
Yeah.
And the Holy Spirit gave us the strength to follow God anywhere. We packed up our suitcases and off we were again. We left everything behind because we knew Jesus was the master.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we trusted him.
Yeah. So when we got to Ephesus, God helped us helped us join with him to start a church inside of our home. It was great to have all those people over and just to be able to talk about, God and encourage each other and lift each other up. And when we did that, there was a guy named Apollos. And Apollos, he knew a lot about the scriptures, a lot about that it was really, really great. But there were some things that he didn't completely understand, things about Christ and Jesus, that he being God and stuff like that. And so we were able to really help them come to understand those things. And God, used Apollos, in great ways to share with other people the gospel. And he went on to share with so many people. It was amazing what God used him to do.
Yeah. Well, I have a really big question.
Okay.
Were you afraid? I don't know. Are you afraid?
Well, I think sometimes it's really easy to be afraid. Stepping
Yes, it
out
is.
in faith is scary.
Yes, it
But there are times we didn't know what was going to happen. We
Yep.
didn't know where we were going to live, what
Yep.
we were going to eat. And we were even scared of being punished for our beliefs. But
Mhm.
God promised to keep us safe and also called us to trust Him and follow Him as Lord of our lives.
Mhm. Yeah, following God can lead to taking some pretty big risks, but it can be really hard to do sometimes, and even dangerous, like she was saying. It can be it can be tough and not easy. But God told Paul in a vision that He's always in control and He's always with us, and we trust that that's the case.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you
sure.
so much.
Absolutely,
It
anytime.
was a blast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So I think that's the end. Thank you so much.